Alright everybody, so let's talk about a sandpaper malfunction. So this is a really nice part with color changing paint that I wet sanded down, but you can see these insane like gouges. That's because I didn't know what I was doing, and I actually took out a belt sander and with like 60 grit sandpaper I ground this thing down. So you can see there's like gouges here, and there's like a lot of horizontal gouges stuck into it. This is because I did not use the correct sandpaper, boys and girls. So that's just something you better take note of. If you use too rough a sandpaper, it's gonna leave these insane marks. If you don't use fine enough sandpaper, it's not gonna rough it up enough. So you can see like this whole panel, it turned out pretty cool. It's got the color changing paint. You can see it, it goes from like purple to green. This is called Mirage paint, and we'll have a separate video about it, but essentially I just painted it, did the steps, and then I got out 2000 grit sandpaper and with water sanded it real lightly, and it'll look insane. You'll start freaking out because it looks like you just messed up your paint job, but that's how you get this real smooth effect. And it didn't turn out perfect because obviously I used a belt sander on it, which was a really bad idea. This was years ago and I didn't know what I was doing and whatever. But if you want that really smooth effect, that's how you do it. Just make sure you start off with 400, nothing lower than that, and make sure you got a good prime, and hopefully you won't get these giant gouges in it. So wet sanding is after the paint cures. Make sure it's cured. Drying is, you know, usually an hour or less. Curing is 24 to 48 hours. That's after the paint is dry. It's just called curing. It really finalizes the whole process. So make sure you observe all those drying times and curing times. If you don't allow enough time between coats, it'll orange peel, which means it starts to get this texture because the paint is too wet on top of the other paint. So you can never leave too much time. All right, boys and girls, so make sure you do it right. There you go. You can do that too. Bye.